Shrivels. Fruit. Fully contracted.
Let's go ahead and accelerate my aging.
Shrivels. Fruit fully contracted.
Oh my God, what's happening to me?
Shrivels. Fruit fully contracted. Shrivels. Fruit fully contracted.
Take a chance and take the quiz.
It's right below
Right
bed.
to your door.
It's right below bed.
Alone anymore.
It's right below bed.
'Cause you got so much
It's right below bed.
Shrivels. Fruit. Fully contracted.
Let's go ahead and accelerate my aging.
Shrivels. Fruit fully contracted.
Oh my god, what's happening to me?
Shrivels. Fruit fully contracted. Shrivels. Fruit fully contracted.
Take a chance and take the quiz.
It's right below bed.
Right to your door.
It's right below bed.
Alone anymore.
It's right below bed.
'Cause you got so much love.
It's right
to
below
give.
bed.
Shrivels. Fruit fully contracted.
Hello, welcome to Go Day. I would like to start by introducing my best friend, my business partner, and my co-artistic director at Dynasty Typewriter, Vanessa Ragland.
Hi, Jamie. Oh, and everyone, I want to introduce you to my best friend. He is my business partner, my co-artistic director at Dynasty Typewriter, and the sunshine on a cloudy day, Jamie Flam.
Oh, you one-upped me.
I did.
You also, I was gonna say, well,
Yeah, you had an opportunity to add something with a little personality, and you didn't.
it's okay. Next week.
Welcome to Go Day.
Welcome to,
You or me?
as you.
What we want to do at the very beginning of this Go Day is counterintuitive. We want to stop. Everyone just take a moment and take a breath. Even if you've been all cooped up and you're in the same place you've been for many days, right now you're somewhere a little bit different. So we just want to take a minute to kind of drop into ourselves and be excited for all the connection that we're going to have today. We're so excited to have you. Thanks for coming.
Really? Yeah, you've chosen to be here. So let's make the most of it. And we're going to set our intention for today's Go Day, which is always to leave you, our audience, with lots of hopefully inspiration, motivation, creative vibes, and yeah, just hoping you're a better human than when you started watching.
Or you're still the great human you've always been.
Yes. We're going to start today's show, as we always do, with an incense ceremony, or ceremony of go, with aura cleansing. If you didn't know, Satya brand incense has they're more than just Nag Champa, folks. And today we're doing aura cleansing. We got it ready to go here. I'm going to light that. And while we do that, just take a moment for yourself. Pay attention to your surroundings. Maybe you have incense too. Maybe there's some sort of smell you like that you can imagine.
I'm using one of our incense matches in a coconut today.
Maybe there's a Glade plug-in or some end dust, some sort of something you can smell. Maybe it's just your own breath.
We've been doing that a lot more in our masks lately. Isn't that an interesting introduction to yourself?
It really is. I've noticed that myself. All right, and now we're going to go into our weekly ceremony of go. And the theme of today's show is
self-editing.
That's right. So today's theme is self-editing. What does that mean? It means that, well, for Vanessa and myself, with Dynasty Typewriter, with Go Day, with everything, we have so many ideas, so many things we want to do, so many things we think we should be doing, but it can be overwhelming. There's a lot of things on our plate, and so it's important to take the step that we found to edit it down a little bit.
And when you're working on a project or even just approaching your daily life, some things get so kind of embedded in your routine, you can forget that you have the option. You control your life. You can stop doing things. So this week, Jamie and I had a few meetings where we put things into two categories. Is it necessary and does it bring us joy? And if it wasn't one of those, it got the can.
And there were a lot of things that didn't make the cut.
Oh, including most of the beginning of our Go Day show. We realized that we were doing a lot of housekeeping up top, and we don't want to. We just want to get into the meat of it and talk to our guests and connect with you guys. Oh, but one bad thing that does bring us joy, but isn't necessary, got the can. You guys, I saw some people in the comments really excited about this week's Investors Corner, and we have no investment opportunities this week.
That's actually not totally true. That's right.
No.
The last 2 weeks.
Surprising me?
Let's get the PowerPoint started, Sammy. The last 2 weeks we had a segment called Investors Corner, which has been a lot of fun. But we decided that investing in that segment didn't necessarily play to what Go Day is all about. But don't worry, if you loved it, it'll be back in other forms in Dynasty platforms other than Go Day, perhaps.
Oh, there
But
is
today,
something you can guess. Oh, are you gonna do that too? I think
what
we're
is that?
gonna do the same cute thing that you could invest in.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Today's Investor Corner, you're investing in you. And part of that is editing, self-editing yourself so that you're the most investable version of yourself.
Valuable little critter.
Um,
Investable is valuable.
that's
Like
right.
we
And
always
we think
said.
that you're worth investing in. And by taking the time to watch something called Go Day, uh, you are taking the time to invest in making yourself better.
And we are really excited for today's show. We do have one slightly new edition, or at least reframed edition. Um, we always ask our guests for one piece of creative advice, and we've been trying to figure out what are we going to call that. Last week we tried the gobs, and it's kind of disgusting. And I take full credit for the pitching of a gob, but it is gross. It's a gross word.
Well, if you look up the definition of gob, it's definitely gross.
It's a viscous clot, is what it is.
Fun. And so we're trying a new one today. We think this one's going to stick, but we're going to ask all of our guests for one, nugget of knowledge. And today they will be called gilded goodies.
Ooh.
So when we ask our guests for a gilded goodie, it'll be just one bit of advice that hopefully will be delicious and easy to
Swallow. Oh, and goody has the word go in it. So everything is great. Thank you for being with us today. We're really excited. We're moving so quickly.
I know. Well, last final thing before we get to our first guest is, as always, just a reminder, we are a theater, and a theater cannot be open right now because of the circumstances of the universe. So we're doing shows like this, but we're also, our souvenir emporium is just filled with all sorts of new stuff. So if you want to support the theater and look stylish doing it, go to our souvenir emporium.
I'm
Today,
going crazy. I want to do something psycho. Let's give everyone a 10% coupon for the day.
oh,
Yes, Jamie, you can't stop me. I'm so liberated.
oh my God, that investment you made in yourself is already paying off.
Whoa, the code for today is go flash yourself, because this is a flash sale. Go flash yourself. And news for the people that might have children, we have kids things for the first time ever, and I've ordered Beasts of Summer tees for the whole fam. We also have Dynapop shirts for little people. So it's a really good life.
So there you have it. Go to our dynastytypewriter.com for more information. At the end of the show, we'll tell you about some other stuff going on, but we have some other shows, live streams, and events coming up. And that was by far the tightest intro segment of Go Day and Go Day history. Self-editing works. Self-editing works.
I love self-editing. Hey, Jamie, guess what?
What?
Good day is a really good day, and I'm so glad that we're here today.
That's right. Go Day is a very good day, and I'm so glad that you're here today. Well, let's welcome our first guest. It's one of our favorite people, has been a part of the Dynasty world since basically the beginning. You probably, if you've been to the theater, you've maybe seen Up and Up. It's presented by Team Coco, and it's hosted by our next guest. Put your hands together for
the brilliant, the wonderful, the charming, the way too good looking, Moses Storm.
Oh, we're live. Ladies and gentlemen.
Moses Storm. I don't think Moses is connected. Oh, it's connected to audio.
There we go.
Are you a woodsman?
Yet? What's that?
You're a woodsman.
I live in the factory where they make Zoom backgrounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah. This is a great time to be you.
I know. This is a time.
It's paying off now. Also, anyone that wants to take their senior portraits, class of 2020, is allowed to break quarantine and come here.
Oh my
And you
gosh, you're really one of the good ones, aren't you?
I am. I like to say that about myself. First off, I miss you guys a lot. There's days when we were just like, we'll go for a drive and then make sure I go down Wilshire just to see the theater and the whole community there. It's one of the rare things. I'm like, it really bums me out when I drive by because we can't go inside.
Well, the heart is still there, and we're gonna be back at some point, I hope, and I hope you'll come perform with us again.
You're not, because I've been trying to buy out the theater from under you. I'm taking advantage of the
you're
weak
the guy.
market. Yeah, I'm
We've
flipping this cash from these seniors.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I plan to put up another condo right next to the theater.
Oh, well, if it
I don't
takes
think
as
it-
long as the
yeah.
current condo situation.
2027 could be your year.
If that condo is not finished by the time we get out of quarantine, I'm gonna burn it down.
I think it will be burnt down then.
They have nothing but time right now. There's uninterrupted traffic. We're not in their way. There's no excuse for anyone that doesn't know. Since before Dynasty was open, not only have they built an entire theater, taped multiple specials in there, but this one condo cannot get finished.
No, but you know what they can do? They can crack down on people trying to make marks in the sidewalk. We tried to put our name in the. They like ripped up the sidewalk and then they put cement down, and we tried to scratch our initials in there.
Yeah,
we got caught.
We ended up with us hiding.
Yeah.
Wet cement. That's what do they expect? Come on.
Come on. And also they owed it to us. I mean, but it's fine. We don't need to talk about no more condo talk.
And also,
I'm at
there's
work
nothing
this
but
condo.
sweet to us. If you're watching, everyone over at the Wilco Apartments, keep up the work, and we wish you the best.
Yes.
Mo the Storm,
You're essential.
it's been a couple months. Can you give us the quick breakdown of your life and how you've managed to stay alive?
Yeah, it's been really rough creatively, because it's two things. It's one, not being able to do the thing I love, and then two, legitimately not having anything to complain about. I'm not a frontline worker. I didn't personally lose anyone to it. So you really have no basis to complain and be a little bitch about it, but also have been having a real rough time creatively.
Well, I don't want to bring it down, but you were going to be filming your special now, yes?
Yeah, so on May 9th, I was supposed to tape my first HBO special that I've been working on essentially the past 10 years. And maybe since October, just been on the road constantly, spreading this virus wherever I go, working on this exact hour. And, I when the day that this hit, it was like, oh yeah, well, that's not going to happen now, or it's going to be severely delayed. But when that did pass that week, that was very hard.
Yeah. I mean, it is strange. I had friends that were supposed to be getting married this weekend, and that's delayed. And it's like, it's kind of what you were saying, where there's no grounds for actual complaint because everyone is in this sort of horrendous thing that is at best inconvenient, but that doesn't make it less real what everybody's going through.
Right. It doesn't make it great. And it's just like just stay home and you just be on your couch, And for all the people that are thinking about going to the beach this weekend, I mean, don't be irresponsible. Don't flood the beaches. Just use what I do, your father's private beach.
That's helpful to have that. Yeah.
Suck it up, whatever personal vendetta you have with your father, just go there.
Epsom salt in your bath is relaxing. It's a known source of relaxation and letting go. And it can simulate this experience, much like you've simulated the forest.
Yes, I've simulated some form of outside. Yeah, this was just because I can't, me, big dum-dum, can't read. So I can't do the thing what everyone else does. Every time they're on the news, they have bookshelves behind them on Zoom to be like, I read. That would be false. I do not. So.
But you tree.
What's that?
You tree.
I tree.
You Himalayan sea salt lamp it.
I tree.
Yeah, Moses, do you consent to a screen grab?
Absolutely.
Okay, go.
This is the face I choose for it.
I chose this one. I don't feel great, but what are you gonna do?
nailing mine. So
Okay, we did great. Moses, would you like to play a game?
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you said that because I realized I shouldn't have asked you if you'd like to. I just should have said we're going to, but you made it okay.
Yeah, it seems fun. It seems like it was my idea, and that I'm not being threatened by Jamie, who's been texting me this whole time. I need to play this game.
not even a thumbs up. Okay. Well, let's cut to it.
Okay. Match the most beautiful pictures from the internet, high quality. We paid up to $5,000 per image from Getty Images on these. And if you get it right, we donate $10 per question to charity. It would be more, but we're almost a charity ourselves currently.
Yeah, it's rough out there. Okay, so this is a lot on the line.
We're going to show you pictures of red hair, the part in people's red hair, and then you can hopefully identify whose red part that is.
Got it. I love games that are based on my name.
We knew you did. We read that. We had people do a lot of prep on you, so we were ready.
Yes, I like the game to barely make sense, but have a hell lot of heavy lifting on the pun side.
Yeah.
This is red. I'm seeing brownish hair.
This is a pixel situation. For good reason. I think it was a softball to start it off. Yeah. Whose red part is this?
This is a softball. This is the easiest one.
Yep.
Oh,
think, Moses. Think.
Oh, okay. Now I know that iconic swoop everywhere from when he's yelling at me at work. This is none other than Conan Ladarius O'Brien.
It sure is. All right, great start. That's $10 to a charity.
Get Lit is our charity.
I did my part.
Next. All right.
Whose red part is that?
Okay, not so much a part as Curly Q's, but you know what? This game has never been played before.
Yeah, we're figuring it out as we go.
What if you know the movie but you don't know her name?
Oh, good.
Yeah, this is Titanic.
Yes, it is. Good job.
This is Rose from Titanic.
That'll work.
That'll Homeland. Okay.
Kate Winslet.
Correct.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
We're up to $20 for Get Lit.
I can't believe I knew that.
I'm really impressed that you did. I love that matte lip. Okay, what about that?
Okay, this looks rough. This is like innards. This is like a surgery show. This is a human being?
This is almost. That's a good question.
Depiction of a human being.
It's a depiction of a human being, so maybe a cartoon who has red hair.
You're very good at this game.
We're the most readable.
I play this all the time with my reluctant relatives. And the first 40 minutes is just explaining what the game is.
Yeah, we know.
And the other 20 minutes is convincing them to not walk away. Is this... what's Rugrats?
No.
I want to say. But it's more like a Tim Burton movie that maybe didn't do well.
I think let's just
we're gonna move on. Merida from Brave.
Okay.
That might have been okay. Moving on. Here's a couple. 2 clues for the price of one.
The 2 heads is a giveaway. This is obviously Jamie and Vanessa in the Parent Trap when they did a self-tape.
Yep. Good job. Oh, yeah. I watched your self-tape, Moses. It was very good.
For this show? Yeah, it was. They make you audition to be on this show. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's very mean. The notes were harsh, and a lot had to do with my forehead.
Which you haven't addressed, but it's okay. We have $30 for charity. What about this?
Ooh.
This
is that woman that just plays old in every movie.
I'm offended on her behalf. I don't think you're right.
Okay. Then not Mulder, but Scully?
Oh, I can totally see that.
Right?
Unfortunately, you just lost the charity a lot of money.
This is negative money. We're taking money. Oh, do we know her name?
Catherine O'Hara, Home Alone.
But arguably, that's really tough.
That is really tough.
All right.
Okay. And this is this one of those black and white photos that was colored?
Yeah.
Later?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Then I want to say Lucille Ball.
You're really good,
Yeah.
Moses. Jamie, are we actually having a game show?
We have a full game show. That's the redhead. And is this person red hair now, or this is like someone could just dye their hair a week?
Well, this is an iconic role that we're seeing currently. So you wouldn't know the person beyond this role.
Fifth Element.
Ooh, hot try.
Right? We don't know her outside of that, and then those vampire movies. But it's not that because you went ooh, which is like good try. That's how you talk to your little baby.
We can reveal the Finnish woman.
Reveal the finish. Do you know Pippi Longstocking?
Not at all.
Oh, interesting. That's a generation gapper. Okay, moving on.
No more dead people.
Well, don't tell that to this guy.
Oh no.
But it's kind of like a joke clue.
This is a joke clue.
It's not
This
a joke
doesn't
clue.
look real. This doesn't look like a real
Yeah. Good job.
person again. I'm gonna guess this is Chucky.
That's
Moses,
impressive.
Yeah.
you're so good at this.
Anyway,
All right, I think we have one last one.
this is hard. This could be anything. Is this from? This looks like it's shot like Game of Thrones.
Oh,
It's a realm. It's a realm.
It's in a realm.
But it's also a similar, like, overlapping realm, possibly.
it's pretty.
Downtown Abbey, I wanted to say, but that makes no sense. Downtown Abbey meets Game of Thrones is a show I'm pitching. This is like
You're not in the wrong field. It's amazing what just the picture of a red part can tell you about the tone of a project because you're not far off.
well, it's like movie messed up where it's like this is the old times and we don't have hair scissors, but it's obviously someone who's got a $400 haircut. I have no idea.
Okay.
There we go. That's the realm.
That's the realm.
Harry Potter, Ron Weasley. I don't know if you're familiar with the project.
Ron Weasley. Yeah. I'm familiar with it. I'm attached.
And that, my friends, you've just raised, I think, upwards of $70 to teach kids and youths how to write poetry and express themselves.
With Get Lit, one of our favorite nonprofits. There's a bunch of spoken word stuff. It's a great show. A great organization. Check them out.
That's very cool. I'm very happy I didn't take away money from that charity.
I know. We didn't want to make things worse.
This is that's a lot of pressure.
Moses, what we're doing is with every guest, we're going to ask for one piece of creative advice you would give to people. It can be something that's getting you through currently, or it can be a way you approach creative blocks or anything. And we call it a gilded goodie. So what is your gilded goodie?
Wow, that's a hard question because I feel like I need advice right now, creatively. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this, but I've been having a hard time. I think there's a lot of pressure to make something, and I usually get inspired by other things that people make. I directly steal them, but it's just like, and I haven't liked anything, and that's a really harsh thing to say, and it's a little mean, but I haven't been personally inspired by anything that I have seen. Just because the limits of technology, a lot of the stand-up shows don't really work because you're asking someone to play music without an instrument, essentially. If you're doing stand-up without a live audience, if you're doing it right and not just reciting jokes, you are directly playing the audience. It's a magic trick. It's alive. So I've spent the first 2 months or first 70 days being blocked and trying to force myself to do things. And then not liking them and hitting them even worse. And I still don't know if this is good advice, but I can tell you what I'm doing personally, which is just, okay, you lost a lot. You were supposed to make a lot of stuff. There's things you just can't do because any of the video projects I do are involved with people. I like performing live more than anything, and you can't do that. So I would say my advice right now, at least is what I'm telling myself, is to take a step back and just experience it. This whole thing, it's sad, it's unfortunate. There's no good angle on it. There's no quarantine content that's gonna break through. I think it's a nice gap of time where no one can be judged for what they put out now. We'll just forget this time and just take a step back and just experience it like a human being, so you have something to give later.
Honestly, I saw you posted on one of the social platforms.
Instagram.
But, you were calling out kind of comedians, especially. I don't know what the hashtag is, or like it's like a disclaimer.
Sincere
like,
post. The
oh,
sincere post. Yeah.
But
yeah,
really good bit of advice as well. Like if you want to just kind of expand on that a little bit.
Oh yeah, well I just put it like, people always do this like a notes app of like sincere posts when they need to thank someone, or just say like, hey, I was part of this movie and it was really exciting and it was, small part, but I got to be part of this thing and it meant a lot to me. And people always put the disclaimer like sincere post. It happens a lot in the comedy community. Like it's this big fucking warning of like, oh my God, you are gonna be sincere for a second. You're gonna actually be vulnerable and thank someone that's so insane. Please give us the heads up. Give us a sincere post. I just put that up essentially. Yeah.
But yeah, so I think the idea of being like, yeah, just be yourself, and sometimes you can be funny, and sometimes you can be vulnerable, and it's all.
And humans have dimensions, yeah, and that's the whole thing.
It's not gonna hurt your brand.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I think the more you are performing, and the more you get comfortable in your own skin, and you're talking like yourself, there's no need to do the disclaimers, because you should have genuine moments. I mean, all live comedy is a lie, but I mean, you should have genuine moments where you're really in there. So it shouldn't be this like switching tracks, we're here. It should just be a natural weaving that you have where you're sincere, you're joking, sincere, you're joking. This is why a lot of comedians get in trouble online.
Yeah, well, we love that.
We have one comment, or we have a question from the comments from someone we love very much, Chris Granados, but he says, question for Moses, any more Ice for Iceland terminally chill birthday type videos coming? They're super funny.
I had an idea, but it legitimately felt irresponsible. I always put out a video around my birthday, and I couldn't because I had planned it out, but it didn't seem right. Essentially, the idea was the only people that are allowed outside, or at least back then, were people that are telling people to go inside. So if I become a tattletale, then I could enjoy all these outdoor spots. And anyone could do that. If you wanted to go outside and you wanted to go to the beach, as long as you go tattle on people, you can actually go out and enjoy the beach. But ultimately, it felt like, well, okay, well, I'm actually just putting people in danger by going out.
I think it was a good call, but I also think it's a good concept.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
some people will want to fly with that, Some horrible.
Yeah. So it's yours to use, guys.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again soon. And truly,
we miss you, and you're such a special person and performer. Truly, you are just so quick and earnest, and you make magic with everything. And so, can't wait for people to get to see you and for you to get to feel that energy again.
Thank you so much. It's been really nice talking to you guys. It's made it a little bit easier because I can't wait to get back.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. And you can come here whenever you want. We are always Zooming.
That's great. I would love to. I think this works. This is really sincere and genuine. And my problem with the Zoom shows is just like, what? Why aren't you talking to us? Why are you?
Yeah, we're kind of having the same thing. It feels very weird to be. We love live events. That was the whole thing. And so this is a really strange time. And what's most interesting to us right now is really seeing how people are doing, because this is a singular moment and it is incredibly alien for everyone.
Yeah. So if anyone has any advice for me, put it in the comments. I'll take it. I know nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, Moses.
Bye, Moses.
Bye.
And we're back.
Oh, you guys, we forgot to announce a little game we're going to have. in the comments section. And the game is called Pop Goes the Weasel. And the first person that's watching that kind of understands what the weasel of the show is will get, this is an amazing prize of free popcorn when we reopen and we're not spreading disease.
And this popcorn will come with access to our world famous topping bar. That's right, Dynasty Typewriter, home of the most popcorn toppings in one place, including, of course, the Beast of Summer. Beast of Summer, all of your favorite turgid, sweet and spicy animal-based treats, from circus animals to gummy worms, Sour Patch Kids,
to those gummy bears too. All combined in one feral topping that'll make you go. Rawr.
Guess what? Now we got Beast of Summer t-shirts available, as Vanessa mentioned, for kids, but also adults. If you're a Beast of Summer, you're going to look great rocking a Beast of Summer t-shirt, tank, or
Muscle tank.
muscle tank.
That's right. We made this design that appeals to mostly, not many, in 4 different styles and in 4 different sizes. And I mean, it appeals to everyone, but you might not know what a Beast of Summer is. So now you do. So use code GoFlash and get beastie this summer. It's animal out there.
Pretty good.
I don't think it was, but it was fun.
I guess we're moving on to our second guest. So excited to have her. Also a regular performer at Dynasty with a wonderful show called Wild Horses. That's improv based with a great cast. She's on so many things and podcasts, and now
she's the only person that's been on every podcast in the world.
That's over 650,000 podcasts.
And she has the small distinction of being in the number one movie worldwide. We are so excited to have her here. We love her. It is the beautiful, the talented, the crazy funny Lauren Lapkus.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, you look so well.
Thanks.
You just look so well. It's like there's not even a pandemic out there when I'm looking at you.
Oh, you're looking at the pillow, Vanessa.
Oh.
Hi, Lauren. Welcome. Thanks for joining us on Go Day.
My hair, and that's probably what you're reacting to.
I think it's a lot. It's a vibe. You have a vitality about you that I want.
Oh my gosh, don't even.
Oh, you know what it is? Star power.
That's star power.
I guess it's the star power. Can't hide it.
Well,
Good. I miss you.
I miss you.
What are like the top 7 things that you've learned about during quarantine? In order from 7 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah. What have I learned? I've learned I don't get very bored. Even if I feel like I have nothing to do, I don't feel bored. I just feel like sad. I like to have a lot of noise on. I think I like TV. I like podcasts. I like things talking all the time. I've learned that I like smoking weed still.
Okay.
I wasn't unclear on that, but that's become very...
It's been reinforced. Yeah.
Validated over time.
I've relearned about my love of riding bikes. I got my bike tires pumped up and I've been biking.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's been fun. It's like a cruiser bike, so it doesn't do well on any sort of hill, but it's been fun. How many is that?
You're at 4.
Oh, 4.
Oh, okay.
Jamie after 7.
Well, I've learned this is about myself, I guess, but I'm very aware of what kind of poops my cat is having.
Ah.
You call them turgid or turgid? Would you describe them as turgid or turgid?
I don't know the meaning of the word, even though I could pretend I do.
I honestly don't.
Firmness.
Oh.
They have been very unfirm, and I was concerned. But now they're back.
Acid or full on wet?
Full on wet.
Ooh.
Well, it all started because I heard her taking a shit. And I was like, I've never heard that. And then I looked over and I was like, interesting. Did she just fart into the side of the kitty litter box or something? And then I inspected it and it was pure liquid gold.
Oh, mama.
Is this a moment where maybe you were stoned on weed or bored, sad?
This was in a moment where I actually was doing fine. And I almost made a joke about it to a friend I was texting with. I was like, kind of like, hey. And then I was like, oh, wait, maybe that's bad. So then I pulled back and.
Yeah, you don't want to seem irresponsible.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to say congratulations on the Wrong Missy.
Thank you.
It's so good. You're so funny. I watched that clip from Howard Stern where he's talking to David Spade, and it's so cool, but it also is so weird to hear someone saying like she's gonna be big, because in our minds you're already so big.
Thanks. It's so funny. It's one of those things. Like that, first of all, that was like mind blowing to me, that to hear that clip. That was my dream come true, basically. But it's very weird because I feel like no matter how much you do in this business, you always feel like there's another level to get to where then people are like, oh, now you did it. And it's like, wait, I thought I was doing it by just making money as an actor. Like, it's hard enough to do that. Like, so it's an interesting moment. But yeah, I mean, that was cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. How have you felt like experiencing this in quarantine? Has got to be bonkers.
It's really weird. It's very weird because it's been very exciting for me that it was such a big movie on Netflix. Like, that's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me, but I can't like celebrate it really. Like, I feel like I'm just at home like, cool. Like, I don't know if this means anything or like how this translates now. So it's just weird. Like I'm trying to just enjoy it and like, you know, write in my journal and about my feelings. And in some ways maybe it's good because it's just like I can just sit at home and not feel like I'm operating based on external forces. It's just kind of like, how do I feel about this moment?
And how was my cat's poop today?
I mean, it's crazy because I got to go on Seth Meyers and like I was so nervous, but I was like in this exact room, like sitting here. And then 1 second later, I just was like doing laundry. It's just like your brain, like these moments feel like they should be really exciting and cool. And it's really just like, all right, bye. And then I just like go in the other room and like spaz out like alone and that's it.
It's still good.
It's still cool than I expected, but yeah.
Our theme for today is self-editing. The idea of, you know, for us having so many things we want to be doing, how do you break it all down or, you know, trim the fat of your schedule and all these things? For you, it seems like you don't maybe do that at all. Do you have a self-editor or something that like decides what to take on and what to pass?
It's something I try to be better at because I can feel really overwhelmed when I just don't do that. So, and like a lot of it comes from podcasting because I do so many podcasts as a guest and as a host that like, and I like doing them and it's really fun. And also, especially in this time, it feels nice to be social in some way. So it's like, okay, yeah, I want to do it. So I'll hang out with someone for an hour or whatever, but it sometimes then feels really stressful. And like, I don't feel like I have time to do what I want, which I think is just to do nothing. So it's a really hard thing for me. And I think in some ways I appreciate the part of my brain that wants to say yes to everything because I think that that's like really good. Like it opens up things that you wouldn't expect a lot of times. Like I look back at so many times that I did things that maybe someone would have said no to. And then I was glad that I did it because I met somebody or something cool happened or it was fun or whatever, like just anything. So it's always hard to pull back from it. Like, I think, you know, for like doing improv for 15 years and like performing for free, it's like, it's paid off in so many ways that like the idea of not doing it seems crazy. So I don't know. It's like, I think part of it is like just saying no when you feel like it's something crosses the line of like, it's just too much. Like if you're in a period like, okay, I've said yes to like 5 random things that seem like they'll be fun, but I don't even know those people involved or whatever, but sure. And then the 6th one, I'm like, sorry, it's just too many things right now. But it's truly like, if you catch me at the right time, I'll probably say yes to most things. So I don't know what to tell
You
you.
have an investment opportunity, Lauren.
Shrivel. It's basically a food that shrivels up, as you know, it's wont to do. But we bag it up and sell it to people.
We're selling rotten fruit.
Okay, I'm gonna give you $10 million that I don't have.
Oh, wait. Oh, we got some hot questions coming in from the audience, Lauren. What was a fun scene in the Wrong Missy you wish they didn't cut? Asks Gina.
There's we shot, I think all the scenes made it in as far as I can tell, but then we improvised every scene a bunch of ways. So I think there were certain directions things went in that I really liked, or just things I thought were funny. There's one thing that I know got cut that was we didn't like doing it in the moment, but I thought it would be funny in the thing, which is that when we're about to have the threesome, we're all brushing our teeth, but then we all put our toothbrush in each other's mouth and do like a circle. But it got cut, but I thought that was funny. And we all did that. So I'm like, I should get credit for putting my toothbrush in someone else's mouth and taking their toothbrush.
Oh my gosh. And in this day and age,
this is a whole new world we're living in.
Purple Heart, and an Oscar. Did you know David Spade beforehand much?
No, I had never met him. And he was
wow.
One of my top people my whole life, basically, that I've thought is like the funniest. So I was really excited to meet him. And we had like a little bit of a meeting / rehearsal before we started shooting. And that was really nice to kind of get the nerves out a little bit. Because I was just laughing too hard at everything he said. He just makes me laugh. So I had to like tone it down.
We have another question. This one is, how do you loosen yourself up for more awkward scenes like the bathtub rose petals scene with the Death Star, which by the way was the shit, says Dishi's World.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That was the hardest scene for me. That scene was so hard for me because I'm really not good underwater. And so I actually, when that got added to the script and I saw that I had to water a bunch of times, I was really nervous. And I practiced going underwater in the pool when I was in Hawaii, like for this, like secretly with my husband, Mike, because I really hate going underwater. And doing the bathtub was really, really hard for me because I had to dunk under into like a shallow tub, and they put sandbags in there eventually for me to hold on to so I could like stay under the bubbles. And I was like waterboarding myself. Like every time I would sink back and then going under like that, and then come up with my eyes covered with glue and then say something in a funny voice, which I was having like a panic attack. So it was truly really, really hard for me. And I'm glad people think I was shocked they could use the scene. After it was done, I was like, there's no way that I did that like right. So I'm glad they were able to edit it together, that I did something that worked, because that was the hardest thing for me. I went into my room and cried. Don't tell anyone.
Oh. I mean, that is like the epitome of vulnerable and also scary.
Yeah, and you're in like, a bra and underwear to look good. So it was also, I couldn't see, couldn't breathe. I don't like, I was basically naked. So
you didn't loosen yourself up is the answer?
No. And before it, I just was like, just do it. I just told myself like, just do it and just don't think about it and just do it. And I had been doing that for any time I had to go underwater, because that is kind of what I have to do for myself whenever I want to swim in the pool at all, is just be like, just do it. And then so it works, but this was hard because it kept going out my nose and it was really hard for me.
Oh.
Sounds like going to Passover at my cousin Diana's every year. All right. We have a game. First.
Oh wait, consensual. Yeah.
Do you consent to a screen grab?
Yes.
Great. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I think we got it. Nailed it. Do you also consent to playing a quick game with us?
I do.
Oh,
all right. Out of 3, let's hit that video.
And it's an ongoing conversation. You can stop your consent if you get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
picture of an animal, and you're gonna guess whose lap they're sitting on.
I love it.
All right.
Yes, and everyone you get right, we donate $10 to Get Lit. Check out getlit.org. It's a great organization.
Cool. Okay. Well, I want to do well.
So first one.
Kids would really appreciate it.
Oh my God. Okay. Is this Legally Blonde? I recently saw this movie.
Yes.
Okay. I had never seen it for a very long time, and it was one of those things. Every time I brought it up, everyone was like, "How have you never seen Legally Blonde?"
I think the universe was setting you up for this moment. Yes.
Yay!
Out the gate, nailing it. All right.
Oh God.
Close.
Was it the devil?
Oh no, you were hot. You just needed more of it.
Oh, okay. More Than God.
Yeah.
Godfather.
Yeah.
Boom. Wait. Yeah.
I.
Right.
Oh well, that's Dr. Evil, obviously. Yeah.
All right. Now we're breezing through this. Okay.
Oh, this is from Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. Do you know the name?
Maleficent.
Boom.
Oh,
Maybe a
okay.
little bit
This is gonna be that fluffy cat makes me think of Meet the Fockers. Is that right? Oh shit!
I remind you of it because it is it. $10 more to kids to learn poetry.
Amazing. Oh, what is that? Okay, bird on a stomach.
I think that's all you need. I think you got this.
Okay, I'm either thinking not Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, you're close.
Green involved in this? Why does this feel like something Tom Green would do?
Watching in the background, breathing hard.
Close with Dumb and Dumber. Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Ace Ventura.
Yes.
There is.
Oh my God.
And this is the final one.
Okay. I mean, I'm thinking of Harry Potter. That doesn't seem right.
Yes. Oh,
really?
But not the guy, but the world.
Yeah, because the nails. I was like, well, it's not Harry Potter.
Yeah, those nails are troubling now that I see them.
Yeah,
that's in the world. Oh my God.
Is he okay?
I mean, it's literally the world.
He's like one of the best friends.
The redhead.
Yeah.
Ron Weasley.
He looks like he has a woman's hand.
Or scurvy, or both.
Or he's been chimney sweeping.
Oh my God, have you watched Servant?
No, what's that?
He's on that. It's on Apple TV, and it's really scary and good, and he's really good. I can't believe I got those right, by the way. That was crazy. I thought I was gonna fail this like hardcore.
You got them all.
That's the first.
It's a vibe, you know?
Whatever you're doing, keep it up. Don't give yourself any breaks. Say yes to everything.
Very clear. I want to be very clear. I didn't see the screen, but if I did, I would have gotten them all wrong on purpose because I would have felt bad cheating. So I just want you to know that I didn't cheat.
I never thought you did. I could tell you didn't.
Now, as a final thing, so our gilded goodies, do you have, and it can be a repeat of one of your things from earlier, but if there's one thing you wanted to impart to our Go Day audience, who are mostly creative people that are looking for inspiration, motivation in any regard, please share that now.
Well, I do think saying yes is one of the things I would impart because I think it really helps. And there are so many things that, I mean, even just relating to that bathtub story there, I mean, I feel like I could have tried to not do it for some reason, but then people really like that scene. So I feel happy that I did it. And pushing yourself and to do things that make you uncomfortable, I think is really necessary. And we're in a really uncomfortable time right now. So most things make me uncomfortable right now. So I guess just trying to push through this awkward period and keep going. But at the same time, I don't really like any of the pressure people put on people to like use this time to like do something amazing because it's really hard. There's like a state of anxiety at all times that you're working against. And I don't feel like I'm like creating something amazing right now. I think I'm like continuing to do podcasts because I like said I would, you know? So it's kind of like, a bit of both worlds. Like if someone asks you to do something, I'm talking about like go to a Zoom party on Zoom that you're uncomfortable about, not like, you know, write a book or something. But like I tend to want to say no to like a lot of like social things sometimes because I get anxious, and that falls into that category too, of just going and saying yes and trying to push yourself out of your comfort zone in little ways. I don't know if that's helpful at all.
Very
That
helpful.
is. And I think that that combo is kind of perfect. It's like this might not be the time to be writing your novel, but realizing that you can kind of still show up in this time can kind of give you the gas to keep going.
Yeah, and I think it really helps me to like connect with friends during this, even when I don't want to. Like if I feel depressed or something, I'm like, oh, I just don't want to talk to anyone. Still like, you know, saying yeah to the Zoom your friend set up or like a game night or something, and just going. It does help you. And I mean, I thrive on distraction. I think I get I'm like, it helps me so much to like not think about stuff, which I don't know how good that is, but it helps me. So that's been something. Like I went to a trivia brunch today where I was like, should I go? Do I want to go on Zoom? And it ended up being so fun. Of course, it's my friends. I love all my friends, but you know, it's that feeling where you're feeling kind of down and it's hard to push yourself. So just do it.
Just do it. Nike said it best. Lauren, we are going to be thinking of your cat and hoping for some real regularity in texture and timing and everything that feels good there. And we can't wait to see you out in the world when the whole world knows you're a movie star. But yeah, I think the comedy community has known it for years, and
you guys
miss you.
I miss you, and I just think what you've done is so amazing. This theater has turned into like one of everyone's favorite places to perform. So it was so fast. So I always talk about it and say like, because it was started by artists, it's like the coolest place. Like you guys know everything that artists want when you're at the theater, and it makes it so wonderful to perform there. It has everything you want. So good job.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed you started a literal business, but also maintain all the artist integrity with it. Like it's like, I don't know how you have done that.
We don't need
embezzling.
All of our viewers are bots. We buy bots. Oh, thank you so much. Seriously, we love validation, but truly we do it because we do it for, you know, for hopefully to bring joy to the world and let artists do their thing. So have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.
Say hi to Mike. I miss him too.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Justin. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, us too. He's so cool. Bye.
And we're back live.
Oh, they caught a little bit of my karate dance I was doing.
I am getting back in the zone.
You look great. You always look great.
You always look great. You do.
Hey, I heard Cheryl figured out our weasel.
Already?
Yep, Cheryl, you got Pop waiting for you when it's okay.
But there's still time, I guess, for one other person.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that they've already called it out in the comments that
it's known. But for rewatchers, turn the comments off. At this point, it'll be too late. Well, I can't wait for that weasel to pop again, and we'll all laugh. We'll all laugh when it does. Jamie, we're moving so quickly.
It feels really good. Let's just continue with that vibe and bring on our next guest, another Dynasty performer who has been doing what they do for so long and capturing the heart of the world.
Another Netflix baby, really good looking person that also is really, really nice. And is just so friendly in real life and on email. It's like everything you want this person to be, they are, plus their magic.
And just a reminder, that's the only people we ever have on Go Day are people that are genuinely radical people beyond their talent. That's exactly what we have in our mission statement.
We're looking for radical people that are down to be radical at all times.
Beyond their talent. Okay, put your hands together for our next guest, Justin Willman. We're live with hi Justin.
Hey, hi guys. How's it going?
Streaming. That is a well.
I know.
Well, you know, it started out like this because that's just how the computer faces, and I'm like, no.
Because you're a perfectionist.
In your Zooms, you got to do that. Get a little the diaper changing table. Not too much of it. That'd be too much. That feels
not
just right.
Yeah, because now we know
you hear
you're
the sound it makes when I move it. Stop doing that. Okay. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm good.
Are you?
This feels good. I am. I'm better now. This feels good. I've been watching the whole show, and feels very cathartic to see you two, and to see Moses and see Lauren and the chat. To see Mama Flam soon.
Oh, Mama Flam is coming in.
She's slaying in the comments, by the way.
Mama Flam slays all day wherever she goes.
Right. How did Jamie turn out so normal? I don't know.
Somebody has to be the Rock.
Living in her shadow.
The Rock, in any situation I'm in, hold strong, which is actually a great way to get into this next question we have for you, Justin.
Okay.
Have you ever met The Rock?
I've never met The Rock.
Me either. I would love to. Would you love to?
I would love to meet The Rock. I feel like I would be floating after that. I feel like he's a very inspiring person. I feel like he's got a lot of pressure on him in daily life because people feel comfortable walking up to him and also have the expectation to like get a little Tony Robbins interaction in 30 seconds time. That's a lot to shoulder for him.
Well, we're glad we could talk to you, Justin. Bye.
Take care. I got no rock stories for you.
In a diaper. I mean, we've been asking everyone, like, it's been a couple months now.
Mm-hmm.
What are your main takeaways from quarantine?
And you also have this surreal career that exists beyond quarantine, but you're not doing the regular things to go along with it.
Yeah, I know. I miss being on stage. That's my favorite thing. But we did like shoot a season of the show last year that came out now, which is a fun little gift. I don't know. It feels like magic is meant to be escapism from whatever is happening. So it couldn't have been timed, I think better for its intended purpose, which is nice. But yeah, my wife has my awesome wife, Jill. She has type 1 diabetes. So we've been hardcore on the quarantine from pretty early on. And we've got a 1.5-year-old baby, Jackson, who's the best, who keeps us busy and in the moment. So we've had like some moments of anxiety attacks, but for the most part, like he doesn't know that we have any excuse to feel bad. So kind of snaps us out of it. And we're getting quality time with this kid, and he'll never remember it. He'll never remember how attentive mom and dad were for 4 months.
Because you're going to drop it all.
We're going to drop it all. I got to get back on the road. I'm not going to see him until he's 10 after this.
Sorry, babe.
It's going to be like Cats in the Cradle remix. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to deserve it. But yeah, been good. Been as good as can be.
How does it feel I don't know what the typical releasing a show feels like, but I would imagine that's usually kind of an active process, and now it's just there.
Yeah, well, you're kind of, you feel, I think when you feel like you have to like pound the pavement and, do the show and do the interview. So you can kind of still do a lot of that. Like, I feel like I've been doing as much, if not more than I normally do, just because all those shows need good Zoom content, so I can do some magic on the Zoom for people for shows, and then interviews. It's kind of all the same, but it feels weird because you feel tied to your phone, because instead of hearing the applause or meeting people, oh, hey, I like the show, you're kind of, it's all on the Twitter and the Instagram. So you can kind of get a little in your head about that, but but it's been great. My big lesson is like, I really didn't we shot 2 seasons back to back. And I think when we were shooting this season, like it was so rushed, and I really thought it was not going to be good. Like I thought maybe it wasn't, I didn't have time to overthink it. And I think I'm realizing that was maybe what made it a little better for people. I don't know. It's weird. We think that we are a very vital ingredient, and our excessive attention to our projects is very important, but sometimes we can overcook dinner, And then it's like, wow, you worked really hard on this and you made it not good. So you got to know when to walk away. So if that makes sense.
Self-editing, that's the theme of the day. So that was a good job. Can you do magic with that cup?
With this cup, it's just got some iced coffee, and I can do magic. I mean, I've obviously, as a magician, I'm always trying to come up with stuff, inspiration for magic. And I think what I found in quarantine is reminding me of something that I found in creative processes that I often forget, is that like a blank page is too overwhelming, and I can't come up with, it's like, hey, you can do anything with anything. What are you going to do? I don't know. I need parameters, like when we're writing the show, we come up with a theme, etc. So, like I've been trying to come up with magic with quarantine related items. Like, obviously we wear our masks. We also haven't had a haircut in a while. This is
I like it.
Major curl action, but it gets very static charged, which this is a fun little happy accident I found. You take a mask after a walk, you rub it on your curly locks, and if you have a empty Sparklets bottle, for example, you pop it. Okay, now it takes a second here, but you'll notice it kind of starts to dance. Come on, it just takes a second. There we go. There we go. See?
Wow.
I think it's a science thing. It really gets going. You can actually even cork it up just to kind of cut off the air supply.
Is this real, or are we being tricked?
This is real science. It's real. It's
Whoa. Magic for humans.
And it's very obedient. Like Vanessa, say, like make a little toy gun and go bang.
Pew! Bang.
Yeah, he just stops. Jamie, say, come back to life. I miss you.
I miss you, buddy. Come back to life.
So this is what I do all day, basically, between changing diapers. I just do, stuff like that.
You just bewitch household items or enchant them?
Pretty much.
What will I enchant in my chamber today?
So that's fun.
Well, if you wouldn't mind enchanting our audience, would you consent to a screen grab?
I would love to do a screen grab. Okay.
Oh, that's good. And I'm going to go, wow.
I'll do the wow too. Well, I'm so uncoordinated. This way?
Other way, Jamie. Other way. There you go. And we got it.
Great. Oh, it's still doing stuff. So,
did the mask consent? I don't know. Oh,
the
did
mask.
you? Yeah, you.
I shot. Oh. How you
Justin,
do it? Oh, and the show we've been talking about, everyone, is Magic for Humans on Netflix, which if you haven't seen, watch it. Your whole family can watch it. It's so exciting and it's so fun.
Thank you.
Cool magicians.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun to make, and I get all these random emails just from people about like, it's one of those shows you can kind of watch with your kids, but it's obviously not made for kids. So if you're a cool parent, you'll watch it with your kids. And so it's fun hearing those stories of like bonding with their 13-year-old. Makes me happy.
We have a question from Gina that asks if you have any magical Hollywood stories about the Magic Castle.
I do. Well, listen. Okay, so if you don't know the Magic Castle, and I'm sure most of your viewers do know the Magic Castle, cool little members-only nightclub from the 60s. You have to be a magician or a guest of a magician to get in. You have to wear a suit or a cocktail dress and all this stuff. And I read about the Magic Castle for years when I was a teenager growing up in St. Louis, and I was obsessed with like the lore and wanted to go there. And we got an invitation. So my parents planned a family vacation around going to the Magic Castle. I was 15. This is 1995. I brought a suit. I'm stoked. We pull up at the valet. And that was when I learned that there's like a fine detail that you have to be 21 to get in. Mm-hmm. So I sent my parents in and I sat in the valet lot and cried.
Your parents said.
I sent them in. I insisted. I was like, we came all this way. You got to go see the shows. Tell me how it is. I'm just going to wait in the car. And I cried and then fell asleep.
Justin, it was the ask was for like a cool Hollywood story.
I mean, isn't that, I've never cried since. That's the story of the one time I've cried at the Magic Castle.
Do you want to play a game with us? We've created a game.
I would love to play a game. I'm very excited. Lauren was 100% on her game, correct?
Yeah. I think that you have the potential for 100, but
okay.
It's okay. Well, let's cut to the exciting big video, and then we'll explain. Don't look.
Well, that was from the last one. Don't look. We'll tell you when
Not
you can.
looking.
Okay, we're ready.
This seems tough.
Risk takers, magician edition. So
my
what
gosh.
we've done is taken images of wrists, and you're gonna guess the magician.
Okay.
Based on your wrist. And it's
Based
called
on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One is you're risking $10 for Get Lit, which is a great nonprofit that supports children's and teen literacy and poetry writing.
So let's see what this magician has up his sleeve.
Or on his sleeve.
Whoa. Okay. Well, that's I'm sure with the whole whatever the whole ensemble this magician had on, maybe all worked, but when you really take this out of context, it's really
tough. It's tough as a
little embarrassing for him. I'm gonna guess just based on the copywritten logo of the A around the wrist that this would be Christopher Angel.
It is one Christopher Angel.
All right. Wow. See, now it works.
Yeah, now you see it in the whole look, and it's like, oh yeah, he's going to you could wear this to lunch, or.
Yeah, you could not get into the Magic Castle in this outfit, though.
Could he?
No, he could not. You need a tie, a suit,
a shirt.
A shirt.
More Mel's Diner, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean,
Justin, are you a mind freak?
I'm a freak.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I don't know. I'm not a mind freak.
Ooh, you heard it here first. Okay.
Not a mind freak.
All right, next wrist.
Well, I know these wrists very well. I've had pictures of this person on the walls of my bedroom since I was a young child. This is not Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I'm talking about the other photos. This would be Mr. Harold Houdini. There he is.
Look at that.
I've been told I look like him because I kind of got that hair when we do the part and kind of, let's see.
Oh yeah. That's pretty good, but I think you got to give us more smolder in those eyes. He's really up there. He is. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Or an Eric Weiss. Good guy. Good wrist. Okay. Well, this is good. Okay. I didn't think I would do great at this game, but I'm a bona fide magic nerd, so I know that plaid fabric anywhere. And this is Mr. Mac King.
All right. This is there's the king himself.
There he is.
You gotta tell us, how does he get the gerbil in the can?
That's a guinea pig, actually, Vanessa. It's a guinea pig in a tube of oatmeal, I believe, an empty tube of oatmeal. And I believe it's not that hard to get a guinea pig in a tube of oatmeal. I think they think that they're getting oatmeal inside. Mac King is one of my childhood heroes, one of my icons in the comedy magic world.
All right.
Despite the suit. Oh, this is tough. This could be anybody. This could be me. Dang. Okay, so I believe that's fire from the hand.
It is fire from the hand.
Fire from the hand. I'm gonna say that this is it's really tough. It's black and white, and I don't know if it's black and white because that's the only two tones that existed when this photo was taken, or if this photo could have been color photo, but then it was made black and white.
I think to give you the hint, it's definitely color existed.
Okay.
Like I think it existed for a while, but like.
Is this Lance Burton?
No.
No.
Seems like there's some crossover.
Yeah. Maybe those long skinny fingers. Maybe this is an early Copperfield photo then.
I was gonna say, look at the elegant fingers.
Ah, wow. Look at that smolder, literally.
Yeah, he's smoldering in every way.
Wow.
Oh.
Even he in this photo could not get into the Magic Castle. He's lacking a tie.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
What a bummer for these guys.
Yeah, and this is his quarantine hair, and it works. Look at that. Whew, wow. I think this is where we're realizing where magicians really lacked in putting high resolution photos of themselves on the internet. Because when
Yeah,
you
there
zoom in,
was.
the pixelation really shows. This is Doug Henning.
Do you know who this lady is?
Yeah, Doug Henning. I believe it's his wife, Debbie.
I am so amazed that you knew them, and they're on a butterfly.
What?
Wait, what was the Henning? What told you it was Henning?
Just there's a twinkle in the fingers here. There's just like a little twinkle. Like it's kind of like there's something about, see how his middle finger is just kind of angled in,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of lets you know that he's gentle. He's powerful, but he's gentle. You know,
that how
he's
you would
actually doing it
describe
on
his
both
work?
hands.
Oh yeah, middle finger dip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, middle finger is not dipping here. This man is not gentle. There's nothing gentle about him, as you can tell by the butcher knife through the arm. This would be another comedy magic hero of mine and friend, the amazing Jonathan.
Yes, it is.
Look at that.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah. That was him showing you he's married and not happy about it in that photo, too, by the way. You could tell. He's got his wedding ring. So this, this would be the hand of Mr. Penn Jillette on the shoulder of Mr. Teller. And
Very fast.
funny story about this. So I don't know if you were to zoom out anymore, but the giveaway would have been that you could see that his left ring fingernail is painted red.
Ah.
It always was.
We cut that on
And
purpose, knowing that was a dead giveaway.
yes, that would have been too easy. But so I would always see like his fingernail. Let me show you. Like I grew up on these books, so the Penn and Teller books are very important to me. This book in particular, okay, this is Cruel Tricks for Dear Friends, and I went to see them live in St. Louis. And their last bit in their show, they do it naked, and then they end just covered in blood. And this is how they kind of signed it for me in the lobby. Those are Penn's hands. That's Teller's finger because they're literally covered in blood. And I said to Penn, I was like, "Hey, Mr. Penn," I was like 16. Question: why is your fingernail painted red? And he says, "It's because I once killed a kid for asking me personal questions." And I've been scared ever since.
Wow.
Yeah. Turns out it was his mother's fingernail polish color, and it's a tribute to his mom. And
Aw.
he always has that.
And they could both get in, as far as we know, to the Magic Castle.
They are ready to go. at any
Assuming
time.
pants.
Assuming pants, of course. So let's see. Is he laying on sand or is it like a cloth?
It's a sand situation.
It's a sand situation. Someone laying on sand.
You might not be laying on it. You might have a little air.
I see. He's floating on sand here. Going through my files. There's no repeats here, so there's no chance we'd get a Copperfield again, right?
No. These are different elegant fingers.
Wow. Oh gosh. I'm gonna say Franz Harari.
Almost.
Close.
It's close. Damn it.
I was incorrect about
close.
sand. I'm sorry, but it is you.
That is me. There's a little air though. That is me. Wow.
Amazing work. Look at
Thank
your
you.
audience. You never stop working.
Audience, I know. Listen, this is Justin Willman's tip about how to make your wedding tax deductible. Okay? Make it a gig.
Oh, and we have a tip to make your business work and still be nice. Embezzle.
Hey, here's a fun fact. Okay, so this photo, I love this photo very much. This is kind of my wife's side of the wedding reception that you're seeing here. You're seeing like, you see the video guy. Right to his right is my sister-in-law, and right to her right is my wife's brother. Everyone's looking all thrilled and happy. But if you look at the left, second person from the left, there's a dude just not looking at all.
I see him.
Yeah. And that's one of my wife's childhood friends' dads. And I've never spoken to him since then. No, it's now an inside joke about whenever anything exciting happens, he just looks away. Like reaching for more wine or another bread roll or something.
He honestly can't be bothered.
Cannot be bothered.
What
Levitation is so commonplace to him. He was peckish at the time.
And your final one.
Oh goodness. Okay, let me move. There's a creature involved here. Gosh. Well, this looks like
thumbnail.
There's quite a thumbnail actually. That looks like a not a natural color thumbnail. Maybe that's not involved here, but this is a creature, and they're sitting. Man, luxurious burgundy jacket, a cardigan of some sorts. This is a magician.
yeah, I don't know. I don't. Maybe, probably.
He's a magician. He plays.
They've all been magicians thus far.
Well, he plays a magician.
Aha.
And one of our staff members actually took issue that they don't find him to be a magician, but I think that is, I'm going to say it, ignorant, Mike. I think it's ignorant.
They don't find him to be a magician in the film that he played a magician in.
Correct. Well, they just took, it's sort of, just a nitpicking little moment.
This is tough. I'm going to say that this is Steve Carell as Burt Wonderstone.
Oh, interesting guess. It is Ron Weasley.
Aha.
And Ron is a wizard, but wouldn't one who practices magic, a wizard is...
Wait, was this at one of Lauren's as well?
Yes.
Yep.
I see what you've done.
I
see what you did.
And he was also in Moses's parting the red hair. So yeah, we've had weasels all up in this.
Did Moses get this one?
Nope.
No.
Lauren did though, huh?
Lauren did.
Okay. I see what you did. Well played. Very nice.
Do you find wizards to be magicians? This is the hard-hitting journalism we've been waiting to do.
I mean, I would say no. I wouldn't.
Okay, Mike, I take it back. I'm the idiot.
Yeah, I think magicians by definition don't have any like kind of innate ability that they're born with. They have no true power. But wizards have a true power. They learn to harness that power. They are, they don't use that power for entertainment purposes.
Maybe they would at a wedding.
Maybe at a wedding, make it tax deductible. That's true. Or on a Zoom call that had gotten boring. Yeah.
Do a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a goodie of wisdom that we could impart to our folks? Just something that's kind of your principle as a creative or something that's helping you get through this time?
I mean, this time's been, because it's so tough and because you're so confronted with yourself and your ways and, getting out of the ways of your normal process and stuff, you kind of end up looking at the mirror a lot. And I've been reminding myself of things that I think I always tried to think of, but maybe it was just too busy in the process to think of, like trying not to be too precious and hard on yourself with any one thing you create or put out there. Because, I think I get in my own way a lot, like just kind of how I referenced earlier with, sometimes when you don't have time to overthink it and, do your normal checks and balances to make sure it's good. Sometimes that's really good. Sometimes you kind of can over muck it up a little bit. And once you did a thing and it's out there, be happy you did it, move on to another thing. I think that I find like that people care. Like I think to myself like, oh, people really look closely at all the stuff that you do. And therefore they're always judging you, but really people don't care. They like you. They want to see the stuff. They're not like looking at you under a microscope. So the takeaway is like, look at your career as a body of work and not as kind of like a series of really important steps. Like if you stop thinking that this one thing is make or break, you take a lot of pressure off yourself and then it's probably going to be a better thing. And in the end, like there's one thing that's make or break, you just kind of have to keep putting out good stuff and be patient. So that's important. And I think, be okay, like not forcing, like be okay taking a day or a week or a month to like not create a thing, live your own freaking life. I feel like I always am too hard on myself about deadlines and this, and I'll stop actually living a normal life, and therefore I'll have nothing interesting to comment on or to create a thing about. And I think this is a good time to just remember what it feels like to be a person on this earth. And then I think you'll have a better perspective hopefully later. You know, getting this quality time with our son is something I would have been on the road now and home just a few days a week. I would have missed out on all this. And I feel like I'll always be grateful that at least that this was a special time for us.
Thank you. That was more than one gilded goodie.
That was
good.
a goodie bag.
A little goodie bag. Oh yeah, and also just don't throw your masks away because there's a lot of potential for magic in them. So, right, buddy? Okay.
He loves you.
He does love me. Or he's suffocating.
Either one.
I can't wait to see you guys in person. I mean, everyone's been kind of singing their praises for how much they love what you've done and your devotion to kind of the art form and both sides of the curtain, the people in the audience, making sure they have an amazing, enriching experience, and the artists making sure that they have a place that they can call home. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank
Always
you.
forever. We
Love you guys.
We love you. Have a great time with your family. Stay safe.
I shall. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And we're back. Another great interview. I'm having some. How are you doing, Vanessa?
I'm doing great. I think it's going, we thought it was going to be so short, but we just love to talk. And there it is. And we have to live with that. And you have to live with that. And no apologies.
No apologies. Live your life. Live our life. Speaking of living my life, I wouldn't be living my life if it wasn't for this lady.
Uterus.
And the eggs and dad stuff. And let's bring on Mama Flam.
I shall. Thank you.
Okay.
And we're live.
So you're gonna have to turn the volume off wherever you're listening.
Hi, Mom.
The volume's off, except in my voice.
You look so lovely.
Well, thank you. I need something pretty to look at today.
You got it, honey.
So I'm looking at Vanessa.
Oh, hi, Vicky.
Hey, did you notice Jamie's incredible haircut? Jamie,
We haven't talked about it, but and I saw Julie did this.
Julie and Josh. Julie did the electric part, and Josh blended it with the scissor.
Oh, it's a really nice cut.
And I apologize, Vanessa, because Vanessa.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I had offered to give him a masked haircut, so.
And I would have taken you up on it, and I still might eventually, but it was an organic thing that happened.
I am not hurt. I'm not hurt. I feel great.
Great. Okay, Mom.
Oh my God! I just saw Moses said headliner, and Dax said genital time.
because you're in the house.
And Cheryl said everybody got coiffed today. Cheryl, that is such a great word, coiffed.
We've been coiffed. Are we going to see those potato nards?
Well, they didn't do very much this week.
Well,
but hold on, because this is the biggest shrivel of the week. And I just noticed it about an hour ago. So here, wait.
Oh no.
Okay, this is Mama, but
the biggest shrivel of the week is such a gross update.
Wait, where I'm trying to do this. How come where
you're doing great. Ooh.
Here it is.
What?
Uh-oh.
Wait, that is like its natural. It looks like a little fig growing on it.
Last week they were potatoes. Now look, they've shriveled. Is that shrivel?
But it looks like a boil.
Also, can you give us a full view? Because it's not quite clear at all.
I don't think that it's going to get a lot clearer.
They're like dried mushrooms.
And the pink eye just looks like pink eye.
Wait, is that clay on her legs? Or are those legs? I guess is the first one. Oh, those are breasts.
Her breasts are, It's her breasts that have shriveled.
What were her breasts? Were they separate potatoes?
Yes.
Well,
That-
I'm so sorry to hear.
So now we know that only small potatoes shrivel. But that's also what happens when you get to be my age too.
Okay.
So, by the way, this was Mama Potato, and I want you to notice that her mask is only halfway down now with the loosening of the restrictions.
Oh, Mama Potato.
I think, yeah, I would still urge them, especially with the shrink or the shriveling.
Shriveling, I feel like that's a pre-existing condition. They should be covering their nose and mouth for sure.
Okay, but wait. Do you
and
remember?
weeping wounds, I think, are not.
Wait, do you remember last week that baby Russell Jr. had a circumcision?
I do.
Do you remember that?
We did. We did some jokes about a moil.
Nope. Look how swollen he is this week. He turned purple. He's bruised.
Now, where are the potatoes hanging out during the week?
Oh.
In Vanessa.
I don't like looking up the potato.
Yeah, there's something that's a lot of
voyeurism.
Vanessa's term is grotesque.
I used the term once, and I take it back.
Wait a minute. How come on my screen it still shows the potato on it?
There's a delay on YouTube.
You shouldn't be watching the screen right now. You should be giving your attention here. Mom,
okay.
Let's move past the potatoes and talk about you.
No. I have to show you poor Russell. Look, Russell got beat up and he's bandaged. You know why? Because he yelled at somebody from not wearing their mask. And look, he has a broken arm, and look at his little fingers coming out. Can you see his little fingers?
Oh, yeah.
Look, he's all bandaged up. Okay, potatoes are done.
Do you think that these potatoes in any way represent you? Or do you feel like you've been beat up? Do you feel like
you're shriveling?
You're shriveling?
Well, shriveling. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, I didn't have anything planned for today, which you can see. So this is all impromptu.
Right.
So now,
usually this is a well-oiled machine. Go day.
I want you to take my mug shot.
Oh, do we do a screen? Consent? Do you consent to a screen grab?
Sure.
Nice mug. That's my motivation.
Did you see him? That was a mug shot. That was a play on words.
You're big on the play on words lately. What was your other thing that you just came up with? You had another project.
Busted.
Oh. Busted.
Yeah, you were getting busted. You were busting us.
I was.
With the bust.
With the bust, you remember.
You had it sticking out.
Oh, the bust. Oh, hold on. You want me to get it?
Sure.
Hold on.
I think we kind of did the big reveal already.
Hold on, because I'm not going to put it in.
Okay, that's good. Smart.
I'll just tell them, just describe. Okay, this is a visual. Okay, this is a bust. See the bust that has no arms?
Yeah.
And it's just like a look. I think it's Beethoven or somebody. I don't know, but it's just a bust. I did a video this week. I put it in my blouse.
Because a bust.
I pulled it out and I said, what did I say? I forgot.
I think you said, look at my bust.
Oh, I said, look at my bust.
I just want to say that's definitely not Beethoven. I don't know why I care.
Hold on.
I'll let that go.
You've had that forever.
Julie's on here. Julie. Hi, Sam. Okay. We were at Julie's yesterday. It was the best day ever. And I said, if I die of coronavirus, I'll have died a happy, happy woman, because I got to hug Jamie and Julie and Josh and the grandkids. And
you just got outed.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean outed?
That I guess I wasn't social distancing.
Oh, no, this is our group of 10.
I've given like she's told if she dies, like it's on her.
It is.
Now it's on Go Day, and the evidence is here. May I present to the court?
Please, please.
I just don't want a Zoom funeral. That would be so depressing.
Well,
That's like your grandma. That's like your grandmother wanting to put on ice.
I know. Well, Mom, can you give us a...
Wait. Julie's here. I have to share my quickity yesterday. I was quick. We were playing a game at her table, and Julie wanted to know who the god of dinosaurs would be.
All right. And what did
you ready?
Mom?
Dinosaur.
That's good. That's really good.
Dinosaur.
The god of bliss. Is that Dad?
I heard Frank.
Yeah, let us see Dad real quick.
He's not here.
Wait, where did we hear his laugh?
Wasn't his laugh?
Who's there?
Who's there? What's going on?
Part of another group of 10.
Okay, but on a very serious note, and because my stupid accent is gone. This is where I want everybody to go before they go to bed tonight for the greatest inspiration in the world. I want you to Google Archie Williams, AGT, America's Got Talent. America's Got Talent. I looked at it today and I absolutely was in tears. He was a man who was wrongfully convicted and spent 37 years in prison. Did you see that?
No.
And he just got out in 2019. And he went on America's Got Talent and told his story. The only reason he got out was because DNA came out. He sang Elton John's song, Don't Let the Sun Come Down.
I'm trying to recalibrate. I know this is good and moving. We've been to the potatoes, and now this is real. This is sincere. I'm with us now. Okay.
I have to repeat it?
Nope. You can say what he's saying.
No.
What?
So people go see him singing Elton John.
You've got to hear his story first. It's unbelievable. And he sings When the Sun Goes Down on Me, which if you look at the lyrics for a man who was incarcerated for 37 years, and they said, but it didn't break you. And he said, no, because the mind is your freedom. And I refused it. And I never let my mind go to prison. And I thought to myself, wow, we think for 1 second that we have it bad in quarantine. I mean, imagine being locked up in a 6x6 cell for 37 years. What right do we have because we have to stay in our homes or put a mask on when we go outside for a couple of months? It's just perspective, and it just touched me today. So that's where I ask you to go and Google Archie Williams, AGT, and listen to him talk and listen to him sing, and you'll just cry with joy.
And give some money to NBC. They're streaming.
No,
I can't help thinking, like, does he win the show? Because it's kind of a bummer if he doesn't win.
I know, that's what I was thinking. But man, did he get a standing ovation? But no, if you give, you got to give to Dynasty.
That's
come on,
girl.
So watch our Shrills videos on YouTube instead of Archie.
Oh, look, I love it.
It has 1 million+ views.
Put more money in the peacock's pocket, honey.
Mom.
Oh my God! Look, Mike's dad, Sal. He knows what I'm talking about. He said it already has 1.4 million views.
Archie's doing okay.
Archie Williams.
Okay, Mom. Before we go, do you have one? Well, that can be your gilded goodie.
It was.
Okay.
How much more inspiring can you get than that?
You can't. And I can only, I guess we've seen the song being played by Archie.
You're not going to laugh when you say it.
I'm not laughing. No, I
Even
won't.
even Dax is going to watch it, even though he's cried
I'm
4
not
times
opposed
this
to
week.
watching it. I feel like
I definitely want to watch it, and I will feel my emotions. This has just been a jarring ride for me personally.
I
feel
love you
like I
guys
never
so much.
landed anywhere. We love you too.
How could I be depressed when I look at my real son and my adopted daughter?
Mwah.
I love you guys. And
We
I
love
love
you.
Sammy. Look at Sammy. I want Sammy to come live with me.
I don't think Sammy wants to join your quarantine. It's too big.
No, this is the fun place. You could be quarantined with an asshole.
This is true.
I mean, that would suck.
Well, Mom, we love you. Thank you.
I
for
love
doing the show.
you. I love you all. Oh, Sal. I love you, Sal.
Bye, Mom.
I love you. Bye.
And we're back. Well, that's pretty much our show.
Now we have some final notions.
We do have some final notions.
Final notion.
So our final notions for today are: thank you first and foremost for watching, and we'll kind of come back to that as well. But yeah, this is a fun show. We started the show, Vanessa, with the idea of self-editing. And you know what? We are going to, I mean, if we can wrap this up in the next 4 minutes, which I believe we can.
We've shaved a solid 11 minutes off of our time. We did expect to shave 60 minutes, but editing is an art form and you have to.
No, you know what? I thought that all of our conversations today were particularly fun and engaging. And so I think they went a little bit longer than usual. But that is all to say that editing, I thought the flow and frivolity, as I've always said,
Always
were great. So thank you for watching. So quickly, other things that are going on. What else?
Oh yeah, we have some exciting stuff. So we have this Friday. There's not a ticket link up yet, but it's coming to you. We're really excited. Friday at 6 p.m. You guys are the absolute first people to hear it. We're going to be doing a live stream on YouTube with Joel Kim Booster, and it's going to be kind of very intimate conversations with some of our favorite comics. So keep your eye out for that. We'll put more info on our socials and in our newsletter, but we're so excited. We love Joel Kim, and this show is going to be a lot of fun. We also, for the next, I think, 6 days, we are streaming again on our YouTube channel a movie called Kaufmania about Andy Kaufman, and largely helmed in the narration by Fred Willard and in the interview. And thanks to the director, Kevin Michaels, he wanted to have us put this up in memory of Fred. As we all know, the comedy community lost one of the greats, a true, kind person and brilliant, and such a wonderful, wonderful man. And so this is a way you can see one of Fred's projects and also support the theater if you so choose to. Kevin has been incredibly generous and is donating proceeds from anyone that streams to Dynasty. So if you want to see this, which is a collection of shorts about Andy Kaufman, you can go to our website where there's information on how to see it. We screened this project at the theater last year. So now you can check it out. We're going to be screening it all week, and you can do that at your leisure.
And all proceeds do go to Dynasty. So thank you for everyone for helping make that happen. Also, dynastytypewriter.com. It's got any of our upcoming events, and of course our world famous souvenir shop where we got all of our t-shirts, all of our gear, those Go Day mugs, Go Day t-shirts, as well as, if you haven't checked it out already, Interests and Enchantments. And look at this, we got the official magazine style printing, and it's next level, even more than the one you might have seen a couple weeks ago.
It's so beautiful. The quality is amazing. We have contributions from our favorite folks, and the it's just lovely. And Dan Fazio did all the design in here. We've got Fortune Feimster on the cover and contributions from people that we love to have at the theater. Comedy legends and comedy icons alike. But yeah, check it out. It's beautiful. There's a PDF version. And then there's also this, which is a great little time capsule from this very strange time in our history.
And right now, 10% off. Go Flash yourself is the code if you want a sweet discount for all of you for watching. So I guess, Sammy, do you want to come up real quick to play? I don't know if
Hello.
Sammy Junio, our tech navigator, who is at the helm of, as from what I could tell, a seamless episode of the slides.
I had some muting issues with the games, but I think we got it in the long run.
Oh,
Sorry.
we didn't know.
I know.
Yeah.
You could have lied.
I
You could have
myself.
But we live and we learn. How do you? I mean, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. A little sitting, like, because I have to like sit and not leave for the whole entire time. Like my butt hurts a little bit, but other than that, I'm good. And seeing the potato family really gets my jollies going.
Yeah, the potato
It's such a
update.
strange feeling. I just couldn't recover from when I see those potatoes. I'm in a different place for a while.
Yeah, I think so. You're underground even.
Exactly. You did great, and we love you, Sammy. Thank you for always working with us to make our weird things happen.
Of course. It's
And also, we'll take this time now to thank the rest of the gang that has helped make this live cast and Dynasty stay alive right now, and that is Mike Macaluso, our theater general manager turned streaming helper and marquee maker. And
oh, look, my face is still my mom's on there. That's my beautiful mom, Diane Ragland. I love her, and I am half of her, so it makes sense that Mama would be half of my picture.
That's Vanessa's nice way of saying Fazio, fix it. And that's Dan Fazio, who makes all of our graphics and makes Enchantments and makes everything look so good. Thanks to Dan and to Mary, who does so much every day, including interacting with anyone that reaches out to Dynasty for any of the concerns, and everyone for helping make our Enchantiversity, our current class. Yeah. We're almost in week 4 with Brent Forrester, and it's going great. Thank you to all the students who tuned in today. We hope you enjoyed it. We're going to have more classes with other folks that we look up to soon.
Also, Sean Casey, who helps us figure out how we're doing this stuff, helps us plan projects, carry them out. We're just so grateful. This time of quarantine has really let the cream rise to the top, and honey, it's 100% cream. That's the Dynasty difference.
That is the Dynasty. So thank you. Again, go into this next week with some gusto. Also the name of our HR software. And we get
we never know if
it's wrong with that as well. But yeah, see if you can trim the fat and just kind of focus on a couple things that you want to achieve, whether it's personal stuff or creative stuff or anything.
Do what's necessary and do what brings you joy, and let yourself slide on other things. The most important thing is that you are happy and living this life, this one peculiar life. So yeah, be your human self in these moments.
We love you, and we will hopefully see you next week.
Yeah, we will see you next week. Oh, you mean it's like if they come back or not? I was like, are you going away?
No, I'll be here.
Me too. I'll see you next week, Jamie.
No.
We're gonna get it. Oh, one arm Sally. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Today was a really fun day, and we're so glad that you came today.